We're going to start this video talking about the truth. How do we figure out who's telling the truth? Who is actually logical in their own mind? We have to start a series of logic. And one of my first logics, and I'm going to have to get, I would like other people to bring up certain subjects. But the first subject here is we're going to take the primary subject of Abraham. Abraham, apparently one of the first men. And he had one wife and she couldn't give birth, she couldn't get pregnant, so he slept with the maid, as a suggestion apparently, as I understand, by his wife. And she had a son, so the first child was apparently what, a Muslim or a Palestinian or Palestine or whatever you want to call it. So already there was a separation between the two, calling the Palestinian a slave. Why? It wasn't a slave, sorry, it was a maid. Was it a slave maid? I asked myself that question. Irregardless, the woman, right, before she even asks to get a job, she has to follow the moon. As of the age of apparently 12 years old, even 11, she begins to follow the moon. She lives for 21 days, and then for 7 days, she's living at the end of a sentence. When you come to the end of a sentence and you stop the sentence, there's a period. Sometimes we start a new phrase or a new sentence, and then a new paragraph, or we come into a new chapter when the child is born. The steps of a book, the steps of the child bearing. So the woman from the early age is different from the man, and we just have to know. So why are apparently is it the Hebrew religion? Why do they, I'm talking deep down, when you get to the deep down, and then we're going to do the bipolarities, but in basic general, in Jewish communities, the women are separated from the men for the 7 days that they come to the end and the beginning of the new period, and how the woman is treated. Even the Palestinians or Muslims, I'm not really sure which language it is, or I mean religion. I don't even know how this whole thing works, because I don't break it up. I just see you as you're a good person, and that's it. You're a human being with a heart, and you're alive. You have a head on your head, and we have to learn how to use that head. So how much can we trust the logic of these two communities, or all communities, when they put women to a lesser value without the explanation other than it says it in a book? But the logic is, if your father wants you to be smart, he's not going to tell you everything, and he's going to even tell you things wrong or backwards, just so you learn on your own. You don't think God or the Creator, if there is one, and we're going to work as if there is one because of the multitudes of people that believe. And I believe we were created from somewhere else because of the way that our alphabet, numeric alphabet, works, and our star system and our numerology works. Just put it in basic as to ABC, Jackson 5, right? We all know how it works. Anyways, we're not going to get into numbers right now, but the women, they cook, they clean, they bear the child, and they hold it for 9 months, and they care, and they're part of them, and it's all them. And now all of a sudden you keep them locked up for a week, or keep them away from everybody, and it's only the men. Now something's wrong with this illogical thinking, and where is the logics, and what is the thinking all about? So let's start here. Another thing I want to talk about is platforms. If you create a platform and you sell it to the people for a vote to be elected, and you do not follow any part of your platform, it shouldn't be the people that knock you out. It should just be ABC. Are you following the platform or not? And you're not. And you can change your platform in any way and bring anything inside your platform, even a reason to keep everybody enslaved because of what you say. But we can't believe you because you let other things go on in your cities and towns, like putting the sewage into the rivers, which happened many, many years ago here in where I'm around near Montreal. And they gave an illogical answer to now they can print the money, into before they can't. Always about the money, always about discussion, but never about logic. Never running anything about logic. And logic comes to, how does a business work? What's better for the business? And before you go, what's better for the business? What's better for the nature? Right? You can't change the nature. You can try to change it, but you'll just disrupt the whole planet. And if I look up into the sky today where everybody sees a cloud, I don't see one. I see created formations of what looks like what they call clouds. Know the truth, and don't be afraid to listen or not to listen, but only listen to the truth. And how do you know what that truth is? So for those locking up their women, locking up their children, locking up anything and mistreating anybody, how can you believe these people? And it doesn't start by the individual. Don't look at the individual. Look at the big picture around you. There's two sides to this world. There's you and those who govern you. Those who govern you are 90%. They are governing the 90%, or where the 10% doesn't mean too much unless it fits into their plans just to satisfy your mind to keep you quiet. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. When do you know what the truth is? And if somebody's saying fake, 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 then you can't believe those, because those who are fake are not saying anything at all.